I'm John Mesko, Executive Director of Sustainable Farming Association. Thank you for joining me. Recently, I spoke with Gabe Brown, a 5,000-acre corn and soybean producer from Bismarck, North Dakota, who's done some amazing things on his property using the integration of cover crops, row crops, and livestock grazing. He's the keynote speaker at our upcoming conference. Let's hear what he has to say.
Every time somebody talks about cover crops or grazing or soil health, it seems like Gabe Brown and the kinds of things you and your counterparts are doing there in Burleigh County are at the forefront. What's the last couple of years been like for you?
It's really enjoyable to see that more producers and others in the industry are seeing the importance that needs to be put on protecting our resources.
How long have you been making soil building your priority, and what kinds of changes are you seeing now?
Well, we went to 100% zero-till on our operation back in 1993, but at that time, soil health really wasn't on our radar. We didn't know much about it. But as we slowly began to see an improvement in soil health, and as we started integrating cover crops into our cropping system, we noticed a marked improvement in the soil resource. Once we started to see that, probably 10, 15 years ago, then we started to concentrate even further on improving our soil resource. As we've brought other aspects into our operations, such as the integration of livestock onto the cropland, we keep seeing an improvement in soil health. So it's really over the last 10 to 12 years that we've really focused on the soil resource.
And I understand from talking with you earlier, too, that when people begin to employ some of these practices, they can see results, tangible results, in as little as 3 years.
That's correct. When I started into this, I was fortunate. There was a few others who were doing no-till with cover crops, such as David Brandt in Ohio, and I got to network with him and learn from him. Well, now as there's more and more producers focusing on it, the knowledge base increases substantially because all of these producers are trying different things. And what we found now is that we can use the knowledge gained by others, and I tell producers that you can see a marked improvement in your soil resource in as little as 3 to 5 years.
I know you've been to a lot of conferences in the last few years talking about what's going on your farm and talking about soil health in general. In your opinion, though, what makes for a good farming conference?
One of the things that's so enjoyable in these conferences is the networking that takes place. We meet a lot of new friends and get to share ideas, and I tell people a good conference, there's more learning that takes place in the hallways than there is in the auditoriums.
That was Gabe Brown, farmer from Bismarck, North Dakota, and keynote speaker at SFA's upcoming Midwest Soil Health Summit, February 19th and 20th in Alexandria, Minnesota. For more information on the conference, as well as a host of SFA events related to grazing, cover crops, and soil health, check out our website, sfa-mn.org.